Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. We all know that the three criminal laws will be implemented from July 1st, 2024. Now I'm going to be giving you a brief about these three new criminal laws which will replace the colonial era laws, the Indian Penal Code, the Code of Criminal Procedure and the Indian Evidence Act. The, that is the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, the Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita and the Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam. Now first let's dive into Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. That is, the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita will replace the 163-year-old Indian Penal Code. Now before we dive into this, let me tell you when these laws came into being, when these laws were introduced. These three legislations were introduced in the Parliament in the Monsoon session of August last year, that is 2023. Now the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita has introduced a few significant changes, and these changes implemented in these three new laws have caused a restructuring and renumbering of the provisions and the schedules and of such a substantive law. So it is very essential for us to stay updated with the provisions, the numbers. All of this has changed and has been introduced in the form of legislation straight away and not in the form of amendments. Now let's dive into Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, as I said earlier, replaces the Indian Penal Code. A notable introduction into this act is that community service has been introduced as a form of punishment under Section 4, but the nature of community service remains unspecified. Sex offences see stringent measures, up to 10 years of imprisonment and fines for those who engage in deceitful sexual intercourse in by promising marriage without the intent to fulfill it. It also addresses deceit encompassing false promises related to employment, promotion, marriage by concealing one's identity. Now, organized crime now faces comprehensive legal scrutiny, covering a broad spectrum of illegal activities. Those activities include kidnapping, robbery, vehicle theft, extortion, land grabbing, contract killing, economic offences, cyber crimes, and trafficking in persons, drugs, weapons, or illicit goods or services. Human trafficking for prostitution or ransom conducted by individuals or groups acting in concert as members of organized crime syndicates will face severe penalties. These crimes executed through violence, threats, intimidation, coercion, or other unlawful means for direct or indirect material gain will be met with stringent punishment. For acts threatening national security, the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita defines a terrorist act as any activity that threatens the unity, integrity, or sovereignty of India among its people. Now, to speak about the now to speak about the grave issue of mob lynching we have come across in the news these days. This legislation addresses mob lynching. It states when a group of 5 or more persons acting in concert commits a murder on the ground of race, caste, place of birth, community, sex, language, personal belief, or any other similar ground, each member of such group shall be punished with death and or with imprisonment for life and shall be liable to a fine. For more information on the Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita, please watch my next video. And subscribe to my channel to stay updated with legal information.